You know what the real breaking news, Luke, today?
What?
You know what the hard hitting journalism we're going to talk about?
Oh God, what is this?
I don't think you're ready.
I'm not ready.
Well, for people, Rudy Gay is about to save the Golden State Warriors season.
Rudy Gay is?
Rudy Gay.
It, man. He's still kicking it.
People forget Rudy Gay was like one of the lead, like 5 guys who averaged 20 points in like 07.
Yeah, he was one of like only a few guys.
Yeah, like
and
Rudy Gay
07,
from
08.
Yeah, like from 07 to probably 2017, this guy was like a 20-point scorer.
Yeah, basically. Like obviously he's like 38 now. So
yeah,
we're not getting Rudy Gay, but still, like,
were you a big
he's
fan
still
of
a great
Gay?
player.
I think he was one of the first players people learned because everyone was like, "Oh, his last name's Gay."
Yeah, in our generation, yes.
Like our generation has an affinity.
Vividly remembers him.
Do you have any fine Rudy Gay moments you want to share? Do you think he'll play more than 10 minutes a night? Do you think he even plays?
He probably won't even play.
Do you think he makes the roster because it's contingent if he makes the roster?
Maybe, but he would just be a locker room guy, like Udonis Haslem.
I think he needs to start. I think you start him next to. You bring in Dwight Howard. You start
10 years ago, maybe.
What do you mean, Chris Paul, Klay Thompson, Rudy Gay, Steph Curry, and Draymond Green?
Yeah, that's Rudy Gay was.
They're winning a championship.
I've been looking this up. In 07, 08, his second year, he was one of 26 or 27 guys to score 20 points per game.
How many? 7 guys?
27.
To score what?
To score 20 points a game. His second year in the league.
Wait. There was 20 other dudes who scored 20 points.
This is in 2007, 2008, yeah.
That's not real, dude. We actually talked about this. If you go...
This was not that season. We're talking about 2013-14. He was one of 20 guys to do it that season. He was 19th or 19. He was 19th in the league in scoring 10 years ago, and he was and there was only 19 guys that scored 20 points.
Dude, this is Jewish. I can't place my medical or like marijuana order without having my med card ID already, which like I'll have it in like an hour.
Yeah, you just can't do it now.
Yes, I basically
doesn't that make sense though?
No, it does. It does. Fuck you. It does make sense.
I don't think. Back to the Rudy Gay shit. I don't really expect him to like make too much of an impact for the Warriors, but if at all.
Bro, you're just that much of a non-believer. I have no faith.
He's like 38. He's like 38. It's not that I'm a hater. I love Rudy Gay, but he's like 38, bro. He's
you're gay for gay.
You could say that, yeah.
I'll hold the sign up. Like, I will make a sign and go to the home opener saying, "We're gay for gay."
You should do that.
We're queer and we want to drink beer. You remember that episode of Workaholics?
Yeah.
We're queer and we want to drink beer. And then they stage them fucking.
They staged the rally.
Yeah.
What a great show. All right, what else do we got besides Mr. Rudy Gay? Besides the same old Damian Lillard trade rumors that we've been talking about for the last like 3 months. All right, hurry up and place your order.
I know I am.
Any new rumors? Well, I mean, Aaron, I don't really know how much more new rumors we have especially more new good rumors, I should say, because like Dame's like kind of the only thing that's going around right now in the NBA. Everyone's just waiting to see what the fuck happens. And we don't even know what the fuck's going on with that, so. All right, come on, Cyro. Come on, Mr. Host.
Yeah, no, I got you.
I need you.
So right here, though, you want to hear something? You know what? Rudy Gay isn't the hardest news that the Warriors have today.
Well, what's the hardest?
You haven't heard?
I haven't heard what.
There's a new expansion franchise. It's been announced. Are you
Where at?
excited?
Let me see.
It's in California.
Oh, yeah. I don't get. Yeah. No, that's a different type of expansion franchise. That's not. No. No. I mean, hey,
The Golden State Warriors are getting a WNBA team.
I mean, yeah, cool. Cool for them. I mean, that's good. The Bay Area is a hotbed for basketball, so I'm sure that they'll have plenty of fans. I'm sure. But yeah, no, it's a free way to make bank, and by make bank, I mean most likely lose money instead of make money because it's the WNBA. But like, still, good for them.
No, completely.
Thought you were first. I misread the article when I looked it up the first time, so I thought you said Warriors, or I thought it said when I looked at the article headline, Warriors are nearing a deal to bring in an NBA expansion franchise. And I was like, why the hell would they do that? There's no way in hell they would ever do that. So why don't you fill us in? What's going on with Kai Jones? Besides all that. I mean, I know he's been posting a lot.
Have you seen these like paint? Dude, I'm glad I'm not the only one who noticed this. When I was watching the videos, I was like, dude, this guy's drawing on his walls.
He's drawing on his walls. Oh, I wasn't looking in the background. I was just listening to him rant and stuff.
Yeah, let me go to Twitter and show you.
Because like he did, didn't he post like, oh, he is like painting on his walls.
You know the Patriots fan who died?
Like a dick. It looks like he painted a dick on his wall.
Yeah, you know the Patriots fan who died. They buried him in a Mac Jones jersey.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did.
Of all of the Patriots jerseys he could have buried himself in, he had so many great players to choose from. He could have had like Jared Mayo, or he could have had like fucking.
It does look like it does look like a cock right there.
Yeah, on the yeah, it does.
So basically,
it's the infinity sign with something above it on like the left side of the wall, but it looks like a dick.
Like he either is a schizophrenic or he's like taking a bunch of like hallucinogens. That's like worst case scenario.
What do you mean worst case scenario? That he's like, well, he could just be liking. He could just be wanting to paint stuff and draw stuff on his walls.
That's what I'm saying. That's probably what it is. But supposedly the Hornets are aware that he's been doing this and that they're going to handle it internally, Steve Clifford said. And
the trade requests and stuff?
No, he never requested a trade, just what he's been doing. And
no, he did request a trade on the video in one of these like rants. He's like,
no way.
Trade me then. That was like over a month ago.
Damn, I didn't know he said they should just trade.
It was the when he started doing these like videos and stuff. Because he like started he was just like doing a bunch of shit. He was like posting himself working out. It was like during that video where he was like ranting about how he would give anybody in the NBA buckets. And then he said like if they don't play, they asked him about his playing time. He's like, if they don't play him, you just trade me then or something like that. Yeah, no, he like didn't request a trade.
Did you listen to his song?
No, wasn't it like some Michael Jackson song or something in this video that he was dancing to? Oh, you're talking about his actual song that he made. Oh, no. Hell no. Hell no. I did not listen to his song. I can't hear it really.
Yo, Kai, is that you?
You can't hear it?
That
Now
you
I
in there?
can.
I'm harder than Christ and I'm harder than Mike. Cutting a movie, it's like never
It's not
spike,
terrible
yo,
until
never
you
two,
realize this is over.
this what I do.
It's like
yo,
it's
yo,
basically
I
just
core, I
Miles
ain't brand,
Bridges.
I ain't gold, they got me on bent.
Like it's good for an athlete.
I've been like us as a child. Dunking the hoop.
It's good for it's good for an athlete, but it's not good like in general.
What do
It's
you
like MB.
mean?
It's like Miles
Miles-
Bridges. It's like
Miles
Bridges. It's good
Bridges
for an
is
athlete.
kind of hard. Well, I forgot what song
You're
it
a
is.
big RTB MB guy.
What's that mean?
That's his name. That's his rapper name.
RTB.
RTB MB.
Dude, it's so stupid. This is the one I heard. This
What's he
one
gonna do? Miles? What's he gonna do? Miles Bridges?
Call me daddy. Brody, real nigga took the charge. Shane Betty.
I've already heard this, bro. I've heard the MB. I've heard RTB MB. Come on now.
I didn't know that was his nickname. Also,
That's
who's
his
trading for
rapper
Kai
name.
Jones?
What's up? What about Kai Jones? Who's trading for Kai Jones?
Oh my God, Damian Lillard just got traded. to
Wait,
the Bucks.
actually,
Yeah,
that's live.
yeah.
What?
No way.
What? No fucking way. Well, hey, Aaron, there you go, man. You wanted
Wow.
new rumors. You didn't just get new rumors. I guess you got an entire ass. Wow. Oh my God. What the hell?
So the Suns do trade DeAndre Ayton to the Blazers, and the Suns get Joseph Nurkic.
Blazers get Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton,
So
to
the
Monte
trade
Camaro.
Damian Lillard to the Bucks, but Joseph Nurkic and DeAndre Ayton still swap places with the Suns and everything. That's absolutely crazy to think about.
Damian Lillard, you are a Milwaukee Buck.
So supposedly,
Wow.
but did you see that supposedly at 2:17, he tweeted 9 minutes earlier that it was with the Raptors had gone Damian Lillard.
Who said that? Woj?
Shams accidentally tweeted at 2:17 that the Raptors got Dame. And then out of nowhere, he deletes the tweet real quick, and then he uploads that Dame.
So so it was either a typo or the Raptors were really close to getting Dame and they didn't end up getting him because the Blazers liked the Bucks off.
So the full trade that we're hearing though is right now the Bucks they felt the pressure from Giannis Antetokounmpo, and they traded Damian Lillard, or got themselves Damian Lillard from the Portland Trailblazers in exchange. Drew Holiday with DeAndre Ayton, Tumani Kamara, the 2029 first round pick of the Bucks, and
a swap
are going to the team by the name of the Portland Trailblazers, while Keon Johnson and Grayson Allen and Nazir Little and Joseph Nurkic head to the Phoenix Suns. And that is a wild trade for all parties involved that I don't think we were at all expecting, if we had to say so.
The Bucks were definitely our like outside shot team to get him, but like Miami was what we thought. But I guess like the Bucks have more assets. I think the Blazers also didn't want to trade him to Miami particularly. So I think that, coupled with the fact that it was easier, I guess, for the Bucks to get a third team than it was for Miami to get a third team. I don't really know, but wow, this is definitely unexpected. Definitely fucking unexpected.
We heard the rumors that they were thinking of going out and getting themselves Damian Lillard because we knew they felt the pressure. We knew that keeping Drew Holiday long term wasn't the smart thing to do. But I don't think any of us sat here and was really thinking, hey, this was going to actually happen. Like we all thought it's going to happen to Miami. You?
Oh, that's what I just said. It's like we all thought it was going to be Miami. And if it wasn't Miami, we said a couple of other teams, like maybe the Raptors and like maybe the Celtics, but definitely not Milwaukee. I definitely didn't think that. This move like reeks of desperation for Milwaukee. I'm not saying it's a bad move because I don't think it's a bad move. They added Dame at relatively, I mean, it's still a high cost because they had to give up a lot, but like it's not as much as they would have expected to give up for somebody like Dame, considering he has like 3 years left on his deal or whatever it is. Or is it 3 years after this season? So 4. I can't remember if it's 3 or 4. But anyway, that's beside the
They
point.
got him for a few more years. What they're getting with Damian
yeah.
Lillard is one of the top best players in the league, and they did
Exactly.
this deal to begin with because they knew that they had to go ahead and appease Giannis, and I think Giannis was done with Drew in terms that I don't think he thought Drew was a winning basketball player in his eyes.
I don't think it
but
was.
I don't know.
I don't think it was a Drew thing saying that Drew isn't a winning basketball player. I think it's a more of you had a chance to go get Dame, so the Bucks saw that and they said, "Well, if we want to keep Giannis around, we're gonna have to."
No, I agree that I think in my mind that it was to keep Giannis Antetokounmpo to go out and to have him with Dame, because an idea of Dame, Giannis, and Chris Middleton's way better than Drew Holiday. I wonder if did they lose some depth in this deal. I do really
100%.
like it. And I think the whole thing is he could have gone. We all know that Shams Charania flashed the 9 minutes before that it was a Raptors trade. It seems like Masai Ujiri didn't want to freaking pay whatever it was.
Yeah.
And
Bucks swooped in with a better offer, I guess.
The Heat were over here. We all knew the Suns and Blazers had that deal in the back door. But for me, I just think here that this clearly shows that the Heat know that there's probably a better deal to save their trade assets for. And they're basically saying, hey, like we almost went to the NBA championship this past season without Damian Lillard. We're pretty good on there. We're not going to overpay for someone that we don't feel like is going to completely take us over the edge. So I do
I guess. I mean, like, if the Heat actually think that they're championship contenders with this roster, they're deluding themselves. But like, let's be real here. They never had a shot of winning the finals. Like, everyone knew they weren't going to beat the Nuggets. And the only reason that they got there is because the Celtics couldn't help but continue to stumble over themselves and choke and not play basketball for the first 3 games. So, like, if they think that this roster is actually a contender and will bring them a championship, they're deluded. But yeah, I guess the Blazers probably were asking for more from Miami than the other teams just because Dame wanted to go there more and they had more leverage, I guess, with the Heat. But yeah, I guess like there wasn't a way for Miami to make this deal without completely gutting their roster. And they decided, well, you know what? We're not going to do that.
And I respect them for being able to contain themselves like that.
You don't want to mortgage your future for something that may not even work. The Bucks are in a better position to mortgage.
The Bucks did a smart thing, though. The Bucks knew that they had to capitalize their window, and something against Drew Holiday, I think they knew they didn't have enough firepower, and they went out, got themselves a guy in Damian Lillard who, if he stays healthy right now, we're all going to say that the Milwaukee Bucks are the front runners to win the NBA championship, and that's just a fact. You're lying if you don't believe it. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how all the parties involved move forward now, and everyone's going to be saying that the Heat lost this and that, but it's unbelievable to think about. We're here thinking about the fact that a few days ago we were convinced that he was going to one team and one team only, and that was
for months we were convinced it was going to be one team only, and unfortunately for Miami, they were not that team.
Yeah, and so we
want to know something funny?
What's going on?
So you know how 2K13 had like that creating a legend mode where you could pick like a real player and just play out their career?
Yeah.
So that was Dame's rookie year. So I started one with Dame, and guess which team I requested a trade to and got traded to, and won a championship with? The Bucks. And you know who was my backcourt partner? Brandon Jennings.
I do like this move for the Bucks, and I think this is going to be great long term.
Yeah, because it signed that it showed that they'll do anything to keep Giannis happy. They'll do anything.
Yeah, and that's all that matters, right? If you're
he's the greatest player in the history of the franchise, and unlike the other greatest player in the history of their franchise, he didn't spurn them and leave the first chance he got. He stayed. So.
Who are you saying, Monte Ellis?
No, Kareem.
Oh.
Not Monte Ellis. I love Monte Ellis, but I don't think he's that good. But yeah. No,
did you not expect me to say Monte Ellis?
No, not at all. I think you go like Bobby Portis or Brandon Jennings or Michael Redd, but not Monte Ellis.
What do you mean the greatest player in Bucks history?
Michael Redd.
Michael Redd's a fucking goat if he didn't
I
blow
know.
out his knees. But
He's a dog. He was a dog. Somehow only made one All-Star team.
So, you know what's crazy is I made like a bunch of pre-recording for these videos with him going to the
Raptors, Celtics, Heat.
the Heat.
You made one of those, and now all of a sudden it's like, well, fuck. I'm assuming.
Well, thank God.
Since you didn't make any pre-recorded videos for the Bucks, I'm assuming you're gonna have to go do all those tonight. But yeah.
Nah, bro, your boy right here. What he did was he already DeAndre Ayton ones. I left them. They're just about.
It's just him fitting with Portland, right?
Yeah, so I can still use those.
You can still use those. Gonna have to change.
When we were just talking just now, I recorded the whole Damian Lillard one.
Right now, like on the show.
Yeah, while we're on this.
I guess you're just using clips from the show for it.
Well, I already recorded it like while we were talking. Like I recorded it live while we were talking. I would like pause and unpause and pause and
yeah.
While we're speaking. But
wow, man, this is insane to me. Dame is a.
Are you mind blown?
Yeah, because this is not. I didn't expect him to go to Milwaukee, man.
I mean, this deal isn't that big. Let's be honest. The deal is like shit.
It's not really like the Blazers low key. I'm surprised that they didn't get more picks, but I guess they really like DeAndre Ayton stuff. The Blazers are doing the I can fix him with DeAndre Ayton right now.
DeAndre Ayton's good.
I know said this. I know he is. I'm just saying, like the fact
I've said for months that he's been.
The fact that they didn't get as much draft capital as like they should have gotten means
no. It's really the Bradley Beal situation, though. That's what everyone realized. Like people were acting like they were going to get so much more, but like
no. I knew they weren't going to get like 4 first-round picks and a bunch of players. Like this isn't Rudy Gobert or Kevin Durant that we're talking about. But yeah, considering that Dame is under contract for like 3 more seasons, and
it's the amount of money we talked about. This Jackson couldn't get his head around that. It's
like, the amount of money that he's getting paid.
Yeah.
But that's not, but way then the Bucks like Drew and DeAndre Ayton are still getting paid a shit ton of money. So like let's not act like the Blazers aren't just dumping salary because like they're still taking on a shit ton of salary. Like they probably could have got more picks. They should have got more draft capital, I think. But I guess they really like DeAndre Ayton, probably. And I mean, like they already have a young team with a bunch of guys that need to develop. So I guess
this team's going to be good.
We're just waiting on that. We're just waiting on Shade.
Portland could be really good, really quick if we're going to be honest.
Yeah, but it all depends on one guy breaking out.
And that is
Shade and Sharp. It all depends on
no, I think I love Shane Sharp, but I think it's Scoot Henderson.
Well, Scoot's obvious. Everyone's going to say Scoot because he's their like top 3 draft pick. But the X factor is Shade and Sharp. That's what's going to make this team great or just merely average or good. Is if Shade and Sharp can develop. Yeah,
Scoot, Anthony Simons is going to be the 6th man.
Anthony Simons, yeah, probably.
I still can't believe this happened.
Yeah, and Anthony Simons is still a Blazer. Shout out.
Hey, you know what? That Miami media relations guy, should I hit him up now and be like, now that you guys didn't get Dame, can I get to be a beat writer?
Yeah, now they're looking for more people to attend the media day after Dame didn't show up.
Dude, also if the Raptors did this trade, it would have been the worst trade ever for the Raptors.
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
the Raptors weren't in the same position they were like 5 years ago.
No. When they made the Kawhi trade, it was fine. They were in a position where they had to be desperate to win a ring. So, like, when that trade made sense, like, even though they were only trading for 1 year instead of 3 years, like Dame, but, like, they still made that 1 year trade rental in mind. Even though they knew Kawhi was going to leave, they just said, fuck it, this is our year. We're selling our soul to the devil to get a ring, which they got. So, I mean, shout out the Raptors. But this would have been a terrible day.
Imagine if you are a Raptors
fan. Toronto would have gutted like their entire roster for this trade, and Dame still wouldn't have pushed them.
I'm surprised Nas Little was moved.
I'm not. The Blazers have a bunch of other young pieces. They don't have a place for him.
Nas Little's like 24.
That's why I said they have a bunch of other young pieces. They don't have a place for him.
Yeah.
That's what yeah. Like,
so this actually, let's say this. I don't even think the Bucks are title favorites. I got the Suns. The Suns won this deal. Initial reaction looking at this, the Suns won. They got Joseph Nurkic.
the Suns did get Nurkic, which is a good replacement.
And Naz Little.
Yeah,
and Grayson Allen.
And some depth to actually give their bench, like, you know, some like viable athletic options instead of just old guys. So,
Yeah.
like, the Suns are still the Suns are arguably still title favorites, but then again, they are the Phoenix Suns. So if there's a team in Phoenix called the Suns, they're probably not going to win the title. That's just how the NBA works. So I still can't call them title favorites yet because they're the Phoenix Suns.
Wow.
If they weren't the Suns, I'd be all in.
If they weren't the Suns, I'd
You realize
be all
this franchise
in.
is still cursed because of Robert Sarver,
Yeah.
right? Exactly.
Yeah.
They're not winning. Oh man.
I
The
still
franchise
can't
did.
believe what?
Keep going. I was just going to say the franchise is so cursed that they're just now getting a G League team, but
Drew Holiday, he's bought out, right? Damian Lillard,
there's no way that
he's
not. It does not make sense for the Blazers to keep him and keep his contract on the books. It doesn't make sense.
Who?
Drew Holiday. He doesn't make sense for Portland.
So he's getting stretched.
I would think, right? He just doesn't fit with this team. This team's
That's
not.
what I think.
Yeah, he would just be taking away minutes from Simons and Scoot in the back.
Kyle Lowry made sense because he was expiring, and you're like,
yes, and it's
you're
a little less
like
of
a veteran.
less of a financial strain to stretch out his contract or buy him out.
Yeah.
Than it would be for Drew. So I don't know. I mean, if the Blazers keep Drew as like a veteran leader, I mean, that would be okay. Like, that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but realistically, they're probably going to buy him out or find some way to, whether it's buy him out or include him in another trade in 60 days or whatever. 60 or 90. What is it? You can't get traded after getting traded.
It's 60 days, I believe.
So yeah, if they include him in another trade 60 days later, if they don't want to buy him out, I don't know why they wouldn't just buy him out. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, they could keep him for salary for a bigger deal, but I still can't believe that
they could, but I don't think there is going to be any bigger deals.
Nor do I, but
yeah, finally Lillard got fucking traded.
Would have you ever thought that this would have happened? I would have said a week ago that the Milwaukee Bucks would be standing here with Damian Lillard.
Yeah, would not have said that.
A year ago. Would you, if it's the Bucks versus the
Suns?
Who do you think winning that showdown?
Who's winning that showdown?
The Suns.
The Bucks, because they have the best player in the world.
Damian Lillard?
No, the best player in the world, not named Nikola Jokic, plays for the Bucks.
Chris Middleton.
So, yeah, sure. But yeah, no, the Bucks would beat the Suns if they played in the finals tomorrow. 100%. I don't give a shit if the Suns roster is healthy or not. Suns ain't beat the Bucks.
Wow.
What do you mean, wow? Why is that a hot take?
I feel like the Suns are just way more top heavy.
The Suns are exactly, that's the problem. The Suns are too top heavy. They actually did good. They did really well in this trade. I'm actually impressed that they basically got really good. They got all really good depth, except for maybe Keon Johnson. But even then, they got really good depth options. So that was their biggest weakness.
I think the Suns walked away with this, and they're like, our team's way deeper.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I think the Suns definitely got better. I mean, I don't know if they got losing 8, and I don't think that you can say they got better because 8 is better than any of the players they got. But they did get 4 guys.
They did get 4
guys. They got
4 guys to a team or they now have 20 dudes on the roster.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of guys that they're gonna have to move on from because there's a bunch of guys that they signed.
Dude, Keita Bates-Diop is no longer needed.
Nope. There's a bunch of guys they signed on those minimum deals because they're like, oh well, we just need guys to fill out the bench now. And then now they don't even need to worry about that because they just traded away one of the guys that was taking up all their salary. So
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, shout out the Suns for this. Really,
yeah,
great deal.
They did good. Am I wrong? It's like people Bay of Pigs, you know? They did good. The Cubans in the eyes of the Russians. And in this eyes, the Russians are the Blazers.
There's so
I
many
wasn't even like a good comparison.
Oh,
No
it's a
way.
terrible
Thomas,
comparison.
you're not even like realizing that you could have had Dame.
You guys were really close to getting him. Really close.
Like too close.
Shams fucked up the tweet.
Shams did fuck. He didn't
Shams
fuck up the
fucked up.
tweet. I think what's his face did get traded to the.
Oh yeah, and the Bucks hijacked it last minute, and the Blazers were like, "That's a better offer." And the
Yeah.
Raptors the Blazers probably had like one last counter offer for the Bucks, and the Bucks, not the Bucks, the Raptors, and the Raptors were like, "Hell no, we're not doing that." So then they traded him to the Bucks.
Exactly.
That's what I think happened. I think the Blazers were just fielding calls from both of these teams all week.
And they were just like, which of these whores are gonna pay for it?
Which of these whores are going to pay us last minute the biggest deal? And yeah,
we knew Toronto also was the team that he did not want to go to.
Yeah, like he didn't want to go there.
Like,
which makes sense, bro. It makes sense. Like, I mean, I'm not saying Milwaukee's a better place to live than Toronto because it's definitely not. But like, in terms of like being an NBA player and having to deal with customs and taxes and stuff, and also just the fact that and also just the fact that one of these teams is significantly better than the other, it makes it like he would have much rather been.
Let's be honest. Where would you want to live in terms of like paying taxes as a professional?
Oh, in terms of paying taxes, probably Milwaukee. But like these guys are so rich that paying taxes, like even though it matters,
okay, shut the fuck up. No, there is a big difference.
Listen, there is, but it's also even if I had Damian Lillard's money, I would rather live in Toronto than Milwaukee because Toronto's a way better city, way better.
That's true.
Milwaukee fucking sucks, but if we're talking about from a basketball standpoint, the Bucks are a better team. Damian Lillard's going to save money in taxes. This make it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like if I made Damian Lillard's salary, but not as a basketball player, and I had to choose where to live for my job, and it was the same job regardless of whether I went, I'd choose Toronto over Milwaukee. Obviously, I think everybody would.
Everyone should. At least you would think.
I think everybody would, bro.
Dude, I still can't believe that. What if Damian Lillard gets hurt?
Don't say that. Don't say that. Well, then if he gets hurt, then this is just a giant waste of the Bucks' time, and they did all this for nothing.
Would you say the trade was useless then?
If Dame got hurt, yeah, that's like the only thing they're getting out of this. And if he got fucking hurt, then there's no point.
I still can't believe Jackson had to hop in. He couldn't text in like the group chat.
What? What do you mean Jackson had to hop in?
Like in our into the show.
Oh yeah.
I still can't believe that. I mean, not Jake. Henry just texted me. He's like, "Good little Lillard haul."
Good Lillard haul. It was a good Lillard haul. All right. Well, shall we?
We're not going to sit here for another 30 minutes to just talk about this one trade for the rest of our lives.
I thought you said you had to leave it. I thought you said you had to leave at 3, bro. That's like 10 minutes.
Yeah, hard out, bro. After we only talk about the Damian Lillard trade.
I know. So we got to do hoop grids.
Okay, let's just keep the Lillard trade up on the screen.
Yeah, we gotta do hoop grids, man. We gotta do Pirtle.
All right, guys.
That's just crazy that Dame got traded, man. Fuck. To the Bucks.
This is Eric Gordon.
Yeah, that looks like an Eric Gordon. That is an Eric Gordon. This is we need new headshots. We need new media day headshots. Do Bogans for Rockets and Magic.
Dude, just told me Mozgov isn't real.
Do Bogans for Rockets and Magic. And then for Pacers played in the 2000s, you could do like Lou Amundsen for Pacers 2000s. Pacers 2000s, not Pacers Magic. You clicked on the wrong one. There you go.
You love that Lou Amundsen.
It's my favorite player for this.
Didn't Cyro play for them?
I guess like Dale Davis would probably work for the 90s and Pacers, but that might be too popular.
Is Skiles?
Oh, Scott Pollard played in the 90s. Oh, that
You like
never mind. I
that?
was gonna say Scott Pollard would have worked for that because he played in the 90s. But Rockets 2000s would be like Chuck Hayes.
Chuck Hayes.
Yeah, Chuck
That's a
Hayes
good
for
one.
Rockets 2000s. Not 90s, not 90s. You clicked on 90s. There you go. Oh. What about do like no, still too popular. Ralph Sampson. Yeah, Ralph Sampson works.
There we go.
Pacers Magic, CJ Watson. That's probably better than CJ Watson, but I think Nets Magic would also be CJ Watson.
I was about to say CJ could work for
Yeah.
this one.
CJ Watson or like, I don't know, did Tony Battie ever play for the Nets? No, don't do that. No. We do somebody better than Drazen Petrovic for that. You like Dikembe Mutombo or something. Wow, that should not be that low. That should not be that
Did
low.
Karolinko? Did Kara?
Wait, no, go back. Just humor me real quick. Don't do this yet. Oh, you son of a bitch. We could have done like Chris Humphreys or something.
Fuck yeah.
And we also could have done like Tony Battie instead of CJ Watson for Nets Magic, but like he was like 1%. That's still a good pick.
Yeah, you acting like I just did 2 terrible picks.
No. I'm surprised Andre Karolinko was that low. But I mean, I figured Chris Humphreys probably be better. Let me just look real quick. Hang on.
Oh, dude, I made thumbnails for like the Dame trade for if he was traded to fucking.
Chris Humphreys was like barely better than fucking what's his face Karolinko, like 3%, like 0.3%, like lower of a score. So like it wouldn't have made a difference. What about Tony Battie for Magic and
Who did the Suns get? Joseph Nurkic, Nazir Little, and
Nurkic, Little,
Grayson Allen,
and they got
Keon Johnson.
Yeah,
Keon Johnson's getting waived.
Yeah, he's not playing for them.
Unless they're like that 50-inch vertical, though.
Yeah, they see that and they're like, "Oh, you can play 5 minutes a game for us in a blowout."
Don't.
What girls just laugh? Don't touch my ass.
Oh, all right, man. Well, I guess I'll let you go. You gotta go to the doctors
to get my med card.
Yeah.
So I become
Lucky
medical.
you. Lucky you.
Yeah. Dude,
right.
we got
No. Keep going. Keep going. I wasn't.
We got it.
hanging
I
out
also live like right next to the doctor. Let's see how far that drive is. I'll tell you in 3 seconds.
You're lucky, bro.
The drive is 12 minutes away.
That's the first sentence.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, the doc. Blazers trade for DeAndre Ayton.
Getting the thumbnails ready right now?
Already made them, bro. I made them like a week ago.
Oh yeah.
I knew DeAndre Ayton was getting traded to the Blazers.
But we talked about this on the show like last week.
Wait, so Tyler Hero stayed on the
Tyler Hero's a Miami Heat now. He's staying with the Heat.
How upset do you think he is?
Oh, probably. He's probably not as pissed as Malcolm Brogdon because like the Celtics had a deal in place to trade Malcolm.
And it got leaked.
And it didn't get leaked. It was an official deal and then had to get canceled because he failed his medical with the Clippers.
Yeah,
like,
he went to LA. He went to LA.
He went to LA and like the deal was done. So like Malcolm Brogdon is probably more pissed than Tyler Hero because like Tyler Hero, there was never anything concrete or final. Like we have the full terms of the Clippers trade that didn't happen with Malcolm Brogdon. It's like we don't know what the Heat's offer was, but obviously we knew Tyler Hero was going to be in there. And I also think
like how we thought it was the big old. Like how we thought it was this huge deal with Jovic and Jaime Jaquez and all that.
Was going to be the third team. We all thought.
Yeah, what we're hearing that it looks like it was probably just Tyler Hero and 2 first-round picks, and then they
the Blazers. Yeah, oh yeah, and the Blazers were probably like no.
Yeah, and supposedly Duncan Robinson was
And the Blazers
I
don't
get
want him.
yeah, but like that was the deal was not that special because like
No, because it's like Portland would have accepted it if it was like a hall full of players. Like the whole thing Portland wanted was tradable assets or at least players that can help their team. And
yeah,
just Tyler Hero and 2 picks for Portland wasn't. That's not enough. That's not enough. I honestly don't think Portland even really wanted Tyler Hero that bad. I think they wanted Aiton more than they wanted Tyler Hero.
which is weird.
I mean, it's weird.
And I
But
think
not
I
really.
think what we were
It's
hearing
not
about
really because the
Chicago,
Blazers have a bunch of guards and wings, but they don't really have any great wings. So, like this was kind of important. In terms of positional need, it was better.
yeah,
But yeah, Tyler Hero's probably pissed, and the Heat. It's not as bad as Brogdon, but like the Heat have some work to do to try to, appease Tyler Hero again.
they just look at him, they're like, you didn't get traded, so be happy, you fucking cunt.
Yeah, basically. And Tyler Hero's not gonna want to be there and probably be disgruntled for the first few months of the season until they figure things out.
And they're gonna be like, you want to keep banging girls like Sky Bree?
Yeah. Do you want to keep banging porn stars? Go
Yeah,
ahead and do
it's just
that. Go ahead and do that. And then they'll trade his ass. They'll trade his ass to somewhere like, let's think of what would be the worst place for porn stars to want to go visit Tyler Hero. Because definitely not Miami. That's the best. That's number one. We'd probably say like, oh, the Jazz. The Jazz. They trade him to Utah as punishment for sulking. Tyler Hero, you are a member of the Utah Jazz.
How upset do you think he would be?
So pissed. So pissed. If he got traded from
Danny
Miami.
They're like, I want as many white players on this basketball team as possible.
And that's Danny Ainge will be like,
Watch Grayson Allen.
It's like,
Watch
fucking,
Grayson Allen.
What?
Grayson Allen's gonna become like the best player from this deal.
Who did the Jazz pick? What guard? Who did they pick in the draft? They got who did they get? They got like Taylor Hendricks, right? And they got I can't remember who else they drafted. Yeah, like Taylor Hendricks and Keontae George. That's right. It's like Keontae, you're no longer.
They actually want Keontae. They want Keontae to be the starting point guard.
Keontae, you're no longer on this basketball team anymore. We need to get to it. We got to appeal to the fans better. That's what
I still can't.
As much of a joke as this is, that was the biggest complaint with the NBA back in the 60s.
What?
That there was not enough white players in the 60s and 70s. That was the biggest complaint.
There wasn't enough?
There wasn't enough white players. They said that they couldn't connect with the team.
I feel like there was too many white players.
That's not what fans thought.
Really?
Yes. Look it up. There's like an interview. There's like a bunch of clips of like people going around interviewing fans. Like there's this one clip and it's this Boston dirtbag talking about how there aren't enough white players in the Celtics. Like this is the Celtics we're talking about. This is like back in the days when the Celtics were the whitest team.
Not in his eyes.
Sam Jones, get him out of here.
I don't understand why we keep him blowing his kind.
I don't know. We keep having KC Jones and Bill Russell and Joe White. Get them off the team. That's what they were saying, basically. All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow. That's it for the show today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. Hit that like and subscribe button. And tell us, was Damian Lillard was Milwaukee where Dame was supposed to go, or do you think him? What if he just gets? What if we hear tomorrow he says I'm actually not reporting and I'm gonna be traded to I still want to go to Miami. So that would be funny. I don't know how that would play out, but hey, we could all just take a guess that it would be that pretty. But hey, that's basically going to be it for me, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe, and I think that's I think we covered 90% of everything we wanted to talk about, and I don't have anything else to say, so let me know. And yeah, I'm out of here. Crazy to think about these trades went down. So bye, everybody. Peace out.